Milton stigmatized. Slowly but surely grown a new pair. Yeah, the dark part, the browner part can be even darker than that. The whitest, tannest part there between the brown and the blue can be darker or lighter, depending on the day. Yes, I'm Milton. I can't do this eye as well because I can't see the screen. Son of a carpenter and Mary. Dad carpenter, worked on skyscrapers. Oh, Mom, Mary Ann. I'm the son of a carpenter, Mary. I get to tell parables. Hear that siren? 911 Flight 93. Check and post in 5. Make the video of your hijack call to me, not one Flight 93 check call in over a decade of asking. Get that on video. Save the video for the Senate subcommittee looking into America's high-tech lifelines. Call your senator. Try to call me. Get it on speakerphone. Ask them why they're not addressing Randall Stevenson and others' bloody-handed censorship. Bought Spectrum to harass a Christian in a wheelchair. Yeah, me. Hussein's and Trump's PHONEGATE. And yeah, quick parable about Randall Stevenson, AT&T, bloody-handed PHONEGATE kind of thing. Having a photo op, and he's talking about how in the middle of the night, after hours, they can tell from the security camera there were a whole bunch of Russians with a few Mormons going in a decade plus of phone records just wiped clean. Make that video, if you had that call to me, not one Flight 93 checking over a decade of asking, and they say one of them looked like G. Gordon Liddy. Saint Janarius was the saint for the day, yesterday. Remember to make that video of religious persecution that affects all of our lifelines. Not one Flight 93 check call and over a decade of asking. No certified mail, no non-certified mail. No FedEx, no UPS, make that video. Time on your phone. My number dialed. America's hijack lifelines. Get them on video. Randall Stevenson, who bought Spectrum next door and was making noise intensely to wake me up earlier, he gets his hands bloody hijacking America's lifelines, placing presidents, and also altering phone records covered up. Doesn't do him much good when you got it on video. Do that. I'm Milton, and you would have the PHONEGATE with Trust Bust AT&T next door, because you can't reach me 424-229-4140, and you don't know when else your phone won't be allowed to work. I would have that, but for the crazy as shit Chinese. They're going over the top. They've always got folks making documentary videos of them being crazy as shit. But I've gone to work on that new, by work I mean designing. I don't make any money from my graphic card. But every boring thing you get when you try to call me, 424-229-4140, it's not going to be boring if you need firemen, police, paramedics, money out of your pocket every day. back to my point. Yeah, when you get that with countless other customers, I'd have that already, but for the crazy as shit Chinese. Put a spotlight on them wherever they are, particularly those with mayors, governors, senators, Russian presidents. Make that video of their just sheer idiocy. It's for the best of mankind. Do this all over the world. They're worried about one handsome bald guy working alone. We're going to give them something to worry about. And yes, the sooner you see something other than me in Los Angeles in my imagery, we're going to get a whole lot of stuff done. Get me my disciples, so you'll see less crazy as shit out of the Chinese. The devil's people are walking among us. Full bets exploded. Be a part of getting the truth out about America's hijacked lifelines. Have a whole bunch of them on your desk, or at least one of these, and then you hand out a whole bunch of them when they ask about our hijacked lifelines. It's the reverse camera. It's hard to. Not one Flight 93 check in over a decade of asking. It's more than just your and our hijacked AT&T livelihoods. It's about the security of your family and America. Get it on video. Tell everyone else to do the same. Son of a carpenter married. Dad, a carpenter, worked on skyscrapers. Mom, Marianne. I'm son of a carpenter married. I get to tell parables. And yes, no girls, I am not a supermodel. Just a handsome, bald artist who needs you beside me. Building Jesus' immaculate house, those 1,000 points of light to inspire the future and the present of greatness. Let me define graphic art with you beauty girls as we do that. And remember, take all of my Flight 93 check imagery to those politicians and others, like Greenpeace and stuff like that. Photo ops, and ask them, when else will my phone not be allowed to work? Why aren't you doing something about that? It's been a decade he's been asking for a Flight 93 check without getting one. It's all of our AT&T livelihoods, guys. And it's our AT&T lifelines as well. So Randall's executive, Chinese executive, who's in charge of the very bloody, they were just taunting right now. I made a video of AT&T's active part in your family, your child's, your hijacked lifelines. And very split second, a minute per second, I put this down here, this tabletop art you can have on your desk with a whole bunch in your drawer to hand out. Impeached because we can't reach Melton. Recall because we can't call Melton. We don't know when else our phones won't be allowed to work. Yeah, the impeached is still applicable, but it's more pointed towards the cowardly Hussein they placed in the White House right after we got attacked by a whole lot of cowardly Husseins. AT&T's bloody hatred next door, being that on top of things to observe me and turn that up split second, will make for some good documentary videos. They don't even know they're making those documentary videos right now. And yes, look for the Chinese among the Mormons, among Randall Stevenson's crowd, YouTube's crowd, among Garcetti, Newsom, and Trump's crowd. They're going to put on the most spectacular devil's people walking among us hate documentaries. Get that video. Post that video. Come see me in person. Have Whitwood Trapper show me the perfect place to build Jesus' immaculate house. Part of that's true. Get the thousand tales of the devil's people, Oriental people in particular. They come from all races and places, the devil's people, but that right there, what I'm sensing, what I'm watching lately, what I'm picking up on, is the Chinese in the Mormon cult, Muslim cult directly below me, and AT&T with Spectrum next door. Their hate is easily documented. They've led very humored lives. Get it on video, post. The devil's people who are threatening your family right now is you can't reach this number. You don't know when else your phone won't be allowed to work. Get the devil's people walking among us going crazy as anything, left and right. For America, for the world, for the kids. Get the devil's people going crazy as anything. Post. 911 Flight 93, check in, post in 5. I was trying out my new phone. Well, this one here was charging. Check in, post in 5. Check 424-229-4140 and post in 5. Now I tried to repeat the parable quickly so I can yeah, I have to do it better with this phone in my hand, but still. Randall Stevenson's having a press conference photo op, and he talks about how it happened in the middle of the night and they looked Russian, but they had that psychedelic political presidential bumper sticker on the back of their cars, and yes, a decade of wiped clean phone records. You don't know how it happened. Don't do it. Don't jump. Yeah, AT&T bought Spectrum. Harass a Christian in a wheelchair. I guess they got the coroner office. They got to answer all those questions about your family's hijacked lifeline very seriously. Now, one Flight 93 check call in over a decade of asking. 424-229-4140. Get the word out. Put one of these on your desk. Here's this 4x6 photo. One on your desk, a drawer full to hand out. Laminate to last longer. And tell everyone. Time and date and your video. Melton's number dial. Certified mail as well. Make a video first. It's going to be stolen. Remember to post. Well, they're out there somewhere. Working on Hussein and Trump's PHONEGATE and also impeach instead of recall, because I'll get to that soon enough. Taking it easy. That way I get Trump's PHONEGATE, Hussein's PHONEGATE as well. And AT&T somehow monopoly, and what's it? Trust busting. AT&T trust bust because we can't call, and they manage a whole lot of calls. 150 million subscribers. Each of them needs to try to call me and make a video of America's hijacked lifeline. Certified mail as well. There's the address right there. Trust bust because we can't reach Melton. 424-229-4140. Trust bust because we can't reach AT&T and YouTube as well. But AT&T is on hand and showing their hatred of truth and saints. Trust bust because we can't reach. Get Randall's bloody hands as he hijacks your call to me for religious persecution reasons. He places cowardly Husseins. He places Russian Trumps, or maybe Susan of the monopoly YouTube places Russian Trumps. He gets his hands bloody, hijacking your calls to me, gets them even bloodier, altering phone records to cover them up, and they watch very closely to know when to use that Lori personal knife in the back hatred noise right there. Get it on video, post. Wherever AT&T has bought Spectrum, AT&T's cars, fleets, Spectrum's fleets, they're the same. Wherever they are the loudest, that's where Randall Stevenson's getting his hands bloody with stuff like that. Because he's a dangerous monopoly, and you don't know what else he will be doing next, aside from hijacking lifelines. Look for where he's got the loudest decibels. Fleets in your neck of the woods, document that. And yes, those lower level employees, they will tell you what those upper level employees like Randall are doing. Compromise the security of America. So, yeah. Parker, please, noisemakers outside of AT&T's employees, Spectrum's employees' homes. Call them up 24/7, get them screaming out what else they are involved in besides your family's lifeline's not working as you try to call me. All 150 million subscribers of AT&T, you try to call me with them on speakerphone. And yes, those low-level employees will tell you what other treason Randall is getting the hands of his company bloody with. They don't make $2.5 million. So especially those of you thinking about going to another company, Make sure you point out Randall's bloody hands as you leave. And you get those names and numbers for those folks. Want to protect America from the dangerous monopoly that is AT&T, and I'm still trying to get that together, AT&T Trust Bust, because as I refer to them, the crazy as anything, depending on my audience, crazy as anything, you can supply whatever way that can be expressed. Crazy as I've yet to do PHONEGATE, Hussein's and Trump's PHONEGATE. I'm putting it on GIMP. I'm trying to get it together, and literally again and again they're altering the GIMP, putting images, a saint's image at that. It's a general kind of psychological warfare, because that saint's there and I had to redo all the big fives. I'm not going to oh, the hell with those saints, I'm not going to do that anymore. That's the intent of that. And then the next day after I redid those, they put a space, no, before that they put that space in. Then I had to redo the image again, and yeah, just last night they put an extra letter in one of those part of the image, I forget which, just under the photo. The crazy as anything Chinese, look for them in particular in Trump's, Newsom's, Catholic Governor Newsom, who hates saints. Trump's, Newsom hates truth as well about your family's hijacked lifelines. Garcetti, Jewish Governor, Jewish Mayor Garcetti. Both of those guys have those political aspirations of following in cowardly Hussein and Trump, Russian Trump footsteps. Get that chant going. Recall because we can't call. And look for those Chinese and those three sets of folks. Chinese Americans know all about America's hijacked lifelines, active in it. Look for them to be putting on that crazy as anything show. Get your cameras out, your phones. Make videos of that. And ask them, what are you planning next? You devils hijacking our calls to Melton, John Melton Brady. What are you planning next? Get your cameras out. Make videos of those crazy as anything Chinese walking around in those three different needs to be impeached, recalled folks. And get that chant going. Impeached because we can't reach. Newsom, Trump, recall because we can't call. We don't know when else our family's lifelines won't be allowed to work. These are dangerous folks, in particular the Chinese among them. Get it going. Hold up these big fives. This is a 4x6. Hold it up as a poster, as a 8x10 binder art kind of thing. Get that chant going. Recall because we can't call. Impeach because we can't reach. Not one Flight 93 check call in over a decade of asking. That's some very dangerous folks. What are they planning? An invasion? A revolution? Look for those Chinese to let you know among those three groups. Post.